So I know it's not been too awful long since I've talked about Wasteland. I talked about him in my in my Brent Faiyaz discography ranked video. However, I wanted to make another video to actually talk about Wasteland more because not only is it my favorite Brent album as a whole, but it's also kind of just interesting in his whole discography kind of, because if you look at it, it's definitely, you can kind of tell that this is like his magnum opus in terms of his albums, because even if you look at it lengthwise, Fuck the World's only 10 songs, I'm sorry. Saunderson, I believe, is not that long either. It's only 12 songs. How long is Larger Than Life? I want to say it's 14. It is 14. But this one, even if you if you include all the skits and stuff, it's 19. However, if you look at, without the skits, I'm pretty sure there's 3 skits. No. There's 2, because Egomaniac and Wake Up Call. I don't think there's any more than that. I think there's a little bit of Talking of Villains theme, but I'm pretty sure he does sing in that, so I'm not going to count it. If you get rid of those 2, that's 17. That is a lot of songs for a Brent Faiyaz project, so obviously that kind of alone makes me think that there's a little more time put into it. Oh no, there is a 3rd skit. There's Oblivion. So there is 3 skits, so 16 songs. Alright, that's only 2 more than Larger Than Life, but Larger Than Life also has very small songs on it, so... And if you include Forever Yours and Best, whatever that song's called, Being As One, y'all know what I'm trying to get at. Anyway, I just also feel like that this has his best songs on it. I mean, Loose Change, I re-listened to recently, is amazing. Fuck You Talking About is great, so is Rolling Stone. The beginning of Dead Man Walking is so good. Role Model to Jackie Brown to Bad Luck, and then ending off with Angel. Even with the skit in between, that is a great 5-track run. And also the skits, I feel like the story of this album and what Brent is trying to say is actually very perfect. I mean, it's almost him kind of realizing that, him kind of saying that, living the way he is living is not going to end good. I don't necessarily think it's trying to... It might not be the exact ending at the end of this project, but... it might be something like that. It's going to get him killed. It's going to get him into bad situations. And he knows it. But is he going to stop? No. Not at all, actually. All Mine, Price of Fame, and Ghetto Gatsby is a fantastic 3-track run. And even though I think Wasting Time could have been better, specifically from Drake's part, the Neptune's beat and Brent on it specifically is actually really good. I love how this album transitions. It's like a movie. It's I'd say that about the Weeknd projects a lot. In Wasteland, this is definitely, I don't know, this isn't as good as the Weeknd's best albums, obviously, but I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying that the way that this album makes me feel and the way it is listening to it, it's an experience. It is just from beginning to end, it's a story. It's a fantastic, not necessarily, I wouldn't call it a concept album, but it's definitely I don't really know, I'm trying to put my finger on a word, and I can't really think of it. I don't really know what word I'm looking for. It's it's an experience. You know what I'm saying? Gravity is a great song. I really hope, Tyler, the Creator, and Brent make more songs together. I know they have one on, what's that one called? Call Me If You Get Lost. I really hope we hear more. Back to the, also the ambience and, the kind of aura of this album, how I want to call it. Brent Faiyaz is obviously going for, a big, image. The vibe of this album was everywhere whenever it was coming out in 2022. It was fantastic. I really remember it. Because the rollout alone is what got me to listen to this project, because of just how kind of crazy it was. Not necessarily crazy, I shouldn't say that. Just it was different. You know what I'm saying? Pictures of him smoking and stuff with his afro. His afro is very hard, by the way. That might be glaze, but I kind of miss his afro. But like I said, this is genuinely such a fantastic album. It's only, actually, it's over an hour long, but it's definitely worth it. You can tell that he put every little bit of effort into these songs, because they're this is probably a collection of the some of his best songs in his whole discography. If you put Price of Fame, not Price of Fame, Actually, if you put Price of Fame on Fuck the World, it'd probably be the second or third best song. If you put All Mine on Fuck the World, it's the best song on Fuck the World. It's the best song off of Saunders Son. I think this is the best Brent Faiyaz song that he's ever made, is All Mine. Price of Fame is I feel like a top 5. Ghetto Gatsby's a top 10. So is, where's it at? Dead Man Walking's probably top 10. Role Model's amazing. You know, My New Bitch Look Like Jackie Brown. That is such, like, that's so addicting. You know what I'm saying? I'm listening to it in the background. That's, like, the song that's on. Everything down to, like, the visualizers. Like, there's the feeling and the vibe that this album is supposed to give you. Even though Price of Fame is, like, kind of, in my opinion, it's too long. But it's still just a great idea. You know what I'm saying? The first half of his, like, drowned out vocals and the beat kicking in and then it's switching to, like, his actual voice about 2 minutes in. That is so good. That bitch finna knock me off my square. You know what I'm saying? My girl is so bad, she blew you off. She blew you off. You know what I'm saying? And I know I kind of hated on Wasting Time a minute ago saying Drake's part could have been better. But the beat is genuinely so fun. Like, I love the Neptunes beat. You know, Junie's the features on this album, besides Drake's, are actually really good. Tyler, the Creator, does great on Gravity. Alicia Keys does great on Ghetto Gatsby. Drake and the Neptunes, I'm an idiot. I was reading them off. The Neptunes, Trey Amani, it could have been a little bit better, but it's still great. Shorty, it's only you and me. Fuck is you talking about? Like, his vocals on that are so good. And then Junie comes in, does great. He don't really say anything crazy, like, lyric-wise, but it's bars. You know what I mean? It is bars. Anyway, if you can't tell, I love Wasteland. If you made it to the end of the video, then I greatly appreciate it. I obviously love Wasteland. If you want to join the Patreon, the link is in the description. If you want to subscribe, hit the like button. Obviously, I'll appreciate that too. I love you guys. I hope you're having a great day.